I want to start a little bit different today in that I want to remind people as to why we're doing what we're doing. As part of my ministry, it is my word, it is my job to preach the gospel. And it's your job to either listen to it or not. I know people get tired of me, always talking about Jesus on my post. But I gotta stand before holy God one day because of my assignment. With that said, Jesus Christ is the only way. And so we continue with our series. This is like the 5th micro movie. Deep thoughts in Jesus. And today we're going to focus on the 7 bowls. There are 21 judgments. And we've gone through the first judgment and then the second set of judgments. But these are the 3rd judgment, 21 judgments in total. And today we're going to look at the 7 bowls. Hold on to your seat. This is beyond anything we can imagine. And so, during our research, here's what the statement was made. Whereas many of the trumpet judgments affect 1/3 of their target, listen to this. The bowl judgments are more comprehensive in their effect. This is a devastating effect. As I want you to remember, this is God's wrath against those who rejected Him. In today's lesson, we're going to pick up a couple of clues that we need to pay close attention to, because I want to get the next micro movie completed before I leave for my vacation. So I'm going to be working a lot this week and next week to try to get this one concept completed, and I need you to pay attention to these 7 bowls because there's a hint in there. For those that are following us, we know that 1/3 are affected by the trumpet judgments. The next micro movie, there's a clue in the 7 bowls. It's called the Mark of the Beast, or 666. Pay close attention, because in the next movie, or the next micro movie, look at what we're going to be focusing in on. There's a concept called grooming. There's another concept called application. And we are watching this right before our eyes. When I show you next on the next movie what has happened, you are going to be shocked. And I got this again from a preacher. Give your life to Jesus today. Tomorrow is not promised, as we are watching and experiencing so much death of young people. Today we went to have lunch with some old friends, and they reminded us of how many people are passing away, and they're dying quickly. Our next micro movie, you're going to be shocked again by what we're about to show you. But I want you to pay attention to the bowls, the 7 bowls. Again, words that you should start familiarizing yourself with is something called grooming and indoctrination, as these things are already in place. I said it earlier and I say it again. Jesus Christ is the only way. The period that we're talking about is called the Great Tribulation period. And it is during this time there are 21 judgments from God. And we are on the third set. On the third set, judgments. Look at this. The first bowl is pulled out. These consist of horrible sores on those with the mark of the beast. There's our first clue. Pay attention to what we're about to say. The second bowl is poured out. Look at this. Everything in the sea dies. This is pretty comprehensive. It's pretty final, or the finality for the sea. Listen to this. Everything in the sea dies. The third bowl is poured out. Look at this right here. The third bowl is poured out. All the waters are going to be polluted. All, not some. All, everything dies, and then all the water are going to be polluted. Sounds pretty comprehensive to me. The fourth bowl is poured out. Look at that right there. The sun burns and scorches people, those that are still surviving. The sun is going to burn them and scorch people. Give your life to Jesus Christ today. If the rapture comes and you're left behind, you will go through the tribulation period. The fifth bowl is poured out. Look at this. It brings complete darkness over the Antichrist's kingdom. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me today. Deep thoughts in Jesus. The sixth bowl is poured out. The Euphrates River dries up, and the kings of the east come, and look at this. And the scene is set for the battle of Armageddon. This is beyond anything you can ever imagine. Those who rejected Christ. And finally, the seventh bowl is poured out. This produces a great earthquake. Look at this. Cities of nations fall, and a huge hailstorm occurs. And I've listened to scholars. Some say these hailstones are going to be over 100 pounds. I've heard other scholars say those hailstones are going to be what? They're going to be as big as cars. And so either one is horrible. But those are some of the things I've heard out there in terms of this hailstorm that's going to produce hailstone. Give your life to Jesus now. Get saved. 7 bowls. And as I begin to pack, and you can see me start to pack and start to get ready to head out on my vacation here in less than 2 weeks now, I want to get this final piece in, and then once I get back, I want to pick up on some of this. But let me say something to you. I know many get tired of hearing this. But again, I love you enough to tell you a hard truth, that this old world is coming to an end one way or the other. Either we pass away, we made our choice, or if the rapture comes, those that are not saved, they go through this great tribulation period. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Please pay attention, close attention to the next movie as well. I'm about to show you something. Again, I don't want to pretend like I knew this. A preacher told me. And once he told me, I have been, I don't know, I just been in that, whoa man, I need to do something. And that something is to tell people about Christ. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you.